Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. Welcome to my monthly haul for May. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. In this video, I like to show you what is new to my makeup collection, what I've decided to put my money towards, and therefore also what you can expect in terms of reviews coming up very, very soon. So let me just get to it. Before we get into the video though, I would like to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about this channel and what I like doing on here. My name is Maaike, I live in the Netherlands, I have fair skin with a cool to neutral undertone, and this greatly influences how I feel about makeup. I have been reviewing makeup for more than a decade. I love trying out eyeshadow palettes, essence and catrice, and getting the use out of my makeup. So if that's something you're interested in, I hope you would like to consider subscribing. Today's makeup haul is a little bit bigger than any of the previous ones I've shown you. I was on a little bit of a low buy for the first couple of months of the year, mainly because I had bought quite a few bits throughout the Black Friday deals and like winter time. And I just had a lot to get through, and I was like, it doesn't make any sense bringing anything new in that I know I won't get to very, very soon. So that's why I put quite a bit of like makeup buying on the back burner, and I focused this winter mainly on trying the new Essence and Catrice products that were released for spring summer 2024, and that was really successful. Last month it was a very small haul. It was a pricey haul because I only got 3 palettes, but some of them were a bit pricey. And this time around I was like, okay, I need to start buying things again so I'll have enough to review in the next couple of months. So I definitely think this month and also next month the haul will be a little bit bigger. But yeah, this is a great way of knowing what you can expect from the channel in the next couple of months for sure. So let me get started with my Monolith order first. So first up is the bits I got through Monolith. And Monolith is a retailer I discovered at the end of 2023. They are European based, but they stock mainly US based indie brands. And it just allows you to buy those products without having to pay for all of the shipping and handling fees, which I love. So that's where I have been buying most of my indie makeup in the past couple of months, I'm not gonna lie. I believe they're gonna do another restock mid-May. That's what I've heard over on their Instagram, because the way the website works is that they restock once a month-ish. Usually like every 4 to 6 weeks they'll have a new launch, which they announce over on Instagram. Then the restock happens, and then whatever doesn't sell out immediately stays on the website. And they still had a couple of palettes that were on my wish list and brands that were on my wish list in stock at the end of March. And I was like, ooh, I'll just buy them. And the majority of this haul is just one brand. So I'll show you the one thing that I got that is by a brand that I've never tried before. So I'm super excited for this one. I had expected this to sell out super quickly, but the Deadly Rose palette from Clarity Cosmetics, I saw this on the website. This is one I hadn't clocked at all, but we all know I love a grungy color story. Like the greens, yes, it has a red and like a red shimmer, but then it has this really beautiful shimmer, a silver shimmer as well. This is a little bit more taupe leaning as well. And we get a taupe matte, so it's got cool tones with the greens and then those 2 reds, and I just thought this color story was so unique that I wanted to try it. And I've never tried Clarity before. They are a brand that does quite big pans, which makes them quite expensive to buy, but this little 9 pan wasn't that not that expensive compared to everything else they do. And it was like, this way I get to dip my toes in. And I may want to get their Mini Bloom next because it's like blue, greens, and purples, which is like one of my other favorite things. So that's definitely there as well. So this is the Clarity Cosmetic Deadly Rose. And I'm not sure when I'm going to try this one because I have some other palettes now as well that I think I want to try first. And then this can be like June, I think. Of course, it's not like a June color story, but I don't really mind that. Then next up, because I haven't taken pictures of any of these yet, I haven't been able to unwrap this because the next brand I have for you is some Glam Light. And now that I've tried the Ghost Face Lives palette, and I know that I do like the Glam Light formula, even though I thought I didn't, I figured I should try some more by the brand. And they do a really pretty cool tone color story called the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. But I didn't know it came wrapped like a Hershey's bar. So I still have to take pictures of this. So I haven't taken the actual palette out yet. But look at this. This looks so much fun. I'll pop a picture up of the original color story so you can see what it looks like. But I've heard great things about this color story. So many people like this. And Glamlight is quite affordable as a brand. It just wasn't to me because of the shipping and handling fees. But that one was like under 30 euros, which was like, yeah, I'll try you, you know? Another palette that had been on my wish list, and it sold out every single time I was about to buy it on Monolith, is the Chucky palette. This is the Crazy in Love eyeshadow palette. And this was their Valentine's Day release in 2023. And I said it in my new makeup releases video then, that this was an eyeshadow palette I was definitely interested in. And a lot of you have told me, yes, Mike, it's dark. It's perhaps too dark for your liking. But hear me out. It's like the burgundy version of the Melt Waiting Room. That's what this reminds me of. The Melt Waiting Room is also grays and reds, but the reds are quite vibrant. And I feel this is a little bit more purple heavy. And then the reds are more burgundy leaning. It's more like wine colors. And I just think this color story looks lovely. Yes, it's dark, but I do feel we get some lighter shimmers in here. And also something light enough to like blend things out. And also this shade is going to be a good crease shade for me. So I'm not sure what looks I'm going to do with it yet. But now that I have it in, I'm like, ooh, I'm so glad I decided to pick this up. And Glamlight has been doing some more shimmers. Again, these are untouched. I haven't swatched these yet. So this is definitely something I'm excited to play with. And this is also on sale on Monolith. I think you can get like 5 euros off on this because it's an older palette. Finally, because of the Ghost Face palette, I really wanted to try this. And again, we get the gorgeous packaging. It looks like an old school VCR tape. And it's the Friday the 13th palette. And here we get the palette inside it. It also has that sort of shifting shade. Like, I just want to keep the box it comes in, you know? I don't have anything with horror movies, but I do really enjoy these color stories for sure. And this is the one that I wanted to get because it has so many shimmers in. Look at this. And you get browns, you get greens, you get blues, and you get reds. Or it's perhaps a little bit more of a mauve in here, like this section. But yeah, so many shimmers, and I really like that we get like different colors as well. I was like, I need to try this. Like, it's neutral, it's grungy, and I love a grungy palette. You guys know that about me, so I definitely wanted to try this. Again, haven't played with it yet, haven't even swatched it. Don't know whether I'll actually like it. But I didn't know it came with such outlandish packaging. So yeah, I'm glad I got my hands on this one right now. That's the only downside with Monolith. You do have to wait for them to get the palettes in. And it's usually a couple of months after the original release. If you don't mind that, you can get them a little bit cheaper than if you were to buy them from the original website. Then if you've been checking out my other channel, so I have a second channel where I like to do more like lifestyle-y things, and I used to do book content on here and it wasn't really working, so I moved everything that wasn't makeup over to the second channel a while ago. So I do book reviews and fashion videos and travel vlogs. So whenever I take a trip and I feel like doing it, I tend to vlog it. And I went to Valencia in April, and yeah, I did a bit of shopping there. I didn't do a whole lot of shopping because I was flying hand luggage only, and the purpose of the trip wasn't to go shopping. It was just to be in another country and just enjoy the food and the weather and like do some sightseeing. So if I go to London, I tend to shop a little bit more, but I went to Sephora and I went to the drugstore and I found some things there. I finally found the Sephora powder puff. I've been wanting to try powder puffs, but I really wanted to try the Sephora one specifically. So they finally had it in stock there. And then I picked up the House Labs concealer. This thing is expensive. It was like over 35 euros. And it was like, Lady Gaga, it's that I know I love your foundation so much that I have high hopes for this concealer. And they were out of all the mid-tone shades, but the light fair ones they still had. So this is the shade 03 Fair Rosy. And you know I like a pink undertone in my concealers, and I love that the brand does it. Again, unopened, so I still need to take pictures of that as well. And then drugstore-wise, the only thing I picked up was the Maybelline Sky High mascara in the burgundy shade. I picked it up there because over there, drugstore makeup is a lot less expensive than it is here. This particular mascara is like $18.99, and there I paid 13 euros for it. I could have paid less, because if I had picked up two, I would have gotten some sort of discount, and I was like, I just need the one. I don't need to buy two. But yeah, over there it was a lot cheaper than it is here, and this has been out of stock everywhere I've been. I've tried looking for this in Germany in the wintertime. It's been out of stock online at my local drugstore. I haven't been able to find this product anywhere. So, and now I got it for a little bit cheaper in a country I was going to anyway. So, yay for the Valencia bits. Can't wait to try this one. And then in April, I did finally manage to do my review for the Catrice Melt and Shine. I was trying to find the last two shades of the lipstick or lip balm that they had, and I couldn't find them anywhere. Again, tried looking for them in Germany, tried finding them in my local drugstore, couldn't find it. There were two shades that were just not available until a couple of weeks ago, but I felt terrible ordering this in from Germany without ordering other products. I didn't just want to like pay shipping for two lip products, you could say. So I decided to try some other things that I found on Cosmetic for less. And one of these things is a repurchase. I decluttered this palette. And then I was like, I saw it on the website, it was discounted. And I was like, this was just as good as the Falling Colors by Catrice. And the Catrice Neon Nude is a palette I just shouldn't have gotten rid of. And it, like I said, this has the same quality. Oh, it still has the plastic on. I tried this when it first came out. And it's like not super cool tone, but it's like warmer tones and cooler tones with some rosy things in. And then you get 3 pops of neon color. I do apologize for the plastic. This way you can see. It has some really stunning shimmers in as well. And I remember this quality being exactly the same as the Falling Colors. I just got rid of it because I was like, I have too many neutral color stories anyway. And I spotted it on the website. I was like, it was actually pretty unique because it has the neutrals with the pop of neon. And the pop of neon actually worked. So I was like, you know what? I'll just repurchase it. It was only like 6 euros or something. It was like half price. So I was like, might as well. And then a brand that I have been trying in terms of foundations and concealers from Notino mainly, but I didn't know they had it on Cosmetic for less as well, is Eveline Cosmetics. And Eveline Cosmetics is a Polish drugstore brand. So yes, these feel very cheap packaging-wise. They were less than 5 euros. But I thought these color stories looked interesting, and I found a couple of palettes by the brand on Notino as well that I like the look of, so I may want to have a look at those. But this is Essential Rose. I mean, I'm just hoping this is good quality, you know? I know I like this brand. And then they also do Twilight, and in here it's a little bit smokier. I just like the look of these color stories. And I was like, you know what? This way I have some eyeshadow to try. It wasn't super expensive. And this way I'm not having something shipped all the way from Germany. And it doesn't make much sense. And then another brand I haven't tried before. But they have been, like, I've been eyeing them up. But they usually do really big eyeshadow palettes. It's like 13 pans. But Rude Cosmetics had this Roaring 20s collection. And this is the Excessive palette. And one of them is like a Huda Beauty Rose Quartz kind of dupe. It was like 4 palettes in the line. But this one, I felt was a little bit more unique. You can see where they got their inspiration. I mean, that like ball thing is also in the Rose Quartz. But it's got like these lavender purples and these like pinky purpley things. And then some mauve tones. And then some like warmer tones over on this side. I thought this looked really pretty. So I decided to take a gamble and buy this and try this brand. Because I've never tried Rude Cosmetics. And since this isn't like super duper big. And I'm just hoping that it's like reasonable for the price point. I think this was like 20 euros I think I paid for this. Which, you know, for a, what is it, 16 pan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20 pan eyeshadow palette. It's pretty okay. So yeah, it seems very promising. Again, haven't swatched it yet, so I don't know how I feel after that, but come back for a eyeshadow palette review either already in May or in June, because I got some more palettes, so I'm gonna have to make a decision which ones I want to review in May and which ones I want to review in June. Because I wanted to make sure I had a couple of products for like the future as well, because I know work is going to be busy come like end of May, mid-June, because it's going to be exam time and it's just going to be crazy. So that's why I didn't want to have to, you know, think about it too much, you could say. And finally, the rest of all of this is Yesstyle. And Yesstyle has a lot of K-beauty brands, and something I wanted to do for 2024, I already knew this at the start of the year, was to try some K-beauty cushion foundations, or K-beauty, some of them I think are by Chinese brands actually. But yeah, because I was on Yesstyle anyway, and I was placing this order, and Yesstyle is, they're so sneaky, because they always offer you, like codes and discounts and whatever. And then, you know, I usually have a ballpark figure of how much I'd like to spend in my head when I place these larger orders on Yesstyle, and I always try to, you know, make sure I'm under, like, right under that amount. And yeah, so I was able to not only buy 10, is it 10? Yeah, I think 10 or 11. No, I got one for free. I got all of the cushion foundations I wanted to try, but I also got some other bits. I got 2 palettes. There is a new Romand palette out. This is the Better Than palette in Cheeky Garden. And let me show you this thing, because you'll understand why I wanted to snatch this up the minute I spotted it. It's like, it's perfection. Yes, it only has 1 or 2 shimmers. Like, there's 2 shimmers down here. I don't even think that lighter thing just seems to have a bit of sparkles. I'm not sure if it's actually going to show up. But these, like, grungy pinks, that's how I would like to call them. And then some, like, grayish taupe shades. I was like, Romand, you're onto something. And K-Beauty has discovered the cool tones. Because there are more palettes I want to get on there. But I didn't want to spend too much money in one go. So I was like, okay, the focus right now is to get those foundations so I can start trying those over the summertime, and I can do the review in, like, you know, September time or something. So there are more palettes I would like to try at some point this year. But then remember that really long rectangular Peri Para palette I decluttered? They have another one. This is Hip Gray. And this, I mean, I know I said it was too bulky last time, and that's why I got rid of it. But this, here's the color story. I mean, it's taupey heaven, and then you get this, like, sort of grungy berry shade. It's light. It's got some really pretty looking sparkly shimmers, and it looks like this doesn't have the putty shade. The other one I had, the Fallen Acorn, had like a cream mixed in with all of the neutral powders. This doesn't seem to have that. So I'm like, Peri Para, I want to try that for sure. Those things are very much my vibe, you could say. And then I also got some cheek products. One thing from Lily by Red. This is their Love Beam Cheek Balm, and this was a shade that was out of stock the last time. It's shade 5. I don't know what shade it is, but it's their lavender pink blush, which I'm really having a lavender pink moment at the minute. I'm wearing one from Kaleidos right now, which is this like very sort of dusty rose thing. I'm very much into the cool tone blush this year, so this I still wanted to try. And then this next product is a repurchase as well. I feel so silly for this, but I was missing this in my collection. I decluttered this last year, and it was out of stock for the longest time, and then I spotted it again on Yesstyle, and I was like, ooh, yeah. The Clio Prism Highlighter in Fairy Pink. I mean, it's a gold to pink sort of shifting thing, and I got rid of this because I already have other things like it. But I was really missing the formula and the shade, and so many times I was like, oh, I would like to reach for my Clio highlighter. I was like, oh, it's gone. So now that it came back to Yesstyle, I decided to snatch it up. And everything else that I've got here is a cushion foundation. So I think I've got 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because I got one for free. So this is something that that Yesstyle does a lot, that they throw it, you can like file for like a freebie, and this is the one that I got for free. And this is the MIZON Vegan Collagen Cushion, and yeah, this is in shade 23, so it's not exactly my shade. And what you get very often with these cushion foundations, I haven't checked if this is the case for all of them, but a lot of them come with refills. So even though it might seem a little bit expensive, I'm gonna try and see if I can show you. Oh, that's very ornate. Oh yeah, this comes with a refill, do you see? Oh, but that's very pretty. Look at that compact. That's very pretty. And these are still sealed, so I can't open them for you as well, because I still need to take the pictures. And then something I found through TikTok is the brand Catkin. I think they're Chinese. Look at that really nice box with the bird on it. This is in shade C1, and I think it's again like the compact with the refill, and I know that the compact will have this ornate print on it. And the person I saw, like that, she was testing out so many foundations for fair skin, and she was trying all of these cushion foundations as well. And this was her favorite. So I was like, okay, I'll try the Catkin as well. This box is, it's gone. But this is the Espoir Pro Tailor Bee Glow Cushion in shade Petal. And this again, it comes with the extra refill, and then, ooh, this actually broke. Oh no, the packaging broke completely. Yeah, this is the Espoir one that I wanted to try as well. I think, okay, so I think I need to send them a message asking them, like, it still has all the foiling as well, because what's the point of having the refill if you don't have the packaging? And this is a pretty expensive product, so I'm gonna have to contact customer service to see how they respond. But yeah, they sometimes just put things in like a bag, and I'm like, it's not protected. Then I have the Romand, right? No, Romand Water Bear Cushion in Pure 21. This one doesn't come with the refill. And here is what that looks like. It just sounds really interesting. Oh, can I open it? Oh yeah. See, this is what they look like with the little sponge, if you've never seen a cushion foundation before. That's another one that's very hyped up at the minute. And then, oh, this one I can't open, but I did buy also, I did buy the Moonshot Micro Calming Fit Cushion in shade Ivory. This is what the box looks like. So there's that one. Then I got the Heimish Artless Perfection Cushion in shade, oh, it doesn't say, 3, I think. And here again, you have the box with the refill, and then this is what the compact looks like. Really pretty. And I've tried a Heimish product before, and I really enjoyed it. So therefore, this brand I wanted to try and branch out with. Then another brand I like is Alicia, and this is their Don't Touch Glass Pink Foundation in shade 21N. This one, the green one is more popular, but this one is the one that I think will suit my skin better than the green one. So that's why I went with this one. I can't open it. And then we have the, what's this again? Oh yeah, Peri Para, the Mood Vegan Glow Cushion in shade 1. Again, these are all still sealed. I wanted to keep them pristine for the video. But yeah, this again looks very pretty with like the little mirror here. Again, no refill with that. And then I have some minis, because they do minis in some of these. And I thought, you know, if I'm trying 10 of these. But this is the Clio Kill Cover Mesh Glow Cushion Mini in shade 2 BP Lingerie. So this is just a really baby version, like a travel version. And I think, you know, if I like these products, then it's good to have a couple of the baby ones. And this one I've seen all over TikTok. The Tear Mask Fit Red Cushion in 17C Porcelain, which I was on the fence about, because they also do this in a more glass finish one, and this is sort of like more medium coverage, so this is perhaps a bit more intense than what I normally like, but if I like the brand, then I might want to try the other two that I also find appealing. And finally, I have just a refill, and I actually have a compact coming, because I did place an order with Olive Young, which is a Korean website, and that package just hasn't arrived, and I need to film this in advance because I'm traveling. As you're watching this, I just came back and I wouldn't have time. So yeah, I'm still waiting for that package to arrive, but it could take an entire week, and I don't know when that's coming, so I may not have time to film, but I'll just include the bits I got from Olive Young in my next haul. But yeah, this is the Fui Cushion Glass, whatever, Everglass Light Fui. Cushion glass refill, peach glass. That's the shade I went for. This was completely sold out on Yesstyle in the original version. So, but this does come with the sponge and also the actual like refill that you can snap into the compact if you have the compact. So yeah, there's the Fui, and that's one I'm very curious after, because Fui is one of those brands that I'm super excited to try. Yes, thank you so very much for joining me here today. I really hope you are excited for some of these products and to see them being reviewed. Know that you can expect me to review those foundations over on the blog first. They're going to be rolled into Shop My Stashes in the next couple of months, and then I'll do a roundup review once I've tried all of them. So if you want to know my thoughts on these in between, then stay tuned for my Shop My Stashes so you know when I try these. It goes for all of these products. Whenever I want to try and review a product, they go into a Shop My Stash. So I'll show you in my Shop My Stash every single month what I'm trying out, what I'm going back to, and that way you also know what reviews will go up on the blog as well. So yes, thank you so very much for joining me here today. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make several videos every single week, so if you'd like to stay tuned for all of that goodness, and then I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.